Have you ever stopped to think that that fit food you eat every day thinking it's good for your health could be silently destroying your pancreas? Well, it looks healthy, has a pretty label, and even promises a long life, but it hides a villain, hidden sugar, and the most worrying thing is that after 60, your body can no longer handle this kind of trap in the same way. What you're about to discover may surprise you. Have you ever been there? Ever felt like you're doing everything right, but your tests keep showing abnormalities? Stay with me until the end, because we're going to talk about one of the biggest dietary mistakes for seniors. A seemingly harmless choice that can accelerate your body's aging and put you on the path to serious illnesses. This isn't an exaggeration, it's what recent studies show about the impact of hidden sugars on the metabolism of older people. And if you think this doesn't affect you, maybe that's exactly why this video is so important to you. So take a deep breath, because now we're going to open your eyes to an enemy disguised as an ally. What if, while you're trying to take care of yourself, believing you're making the best choices? The truth is, you're being deceived by pretty packaging and empty promises. It's hard to think about, but that's exactly why this conversation needs to happen. And here's a sincere request. If this topic resonates with you, if any part of it touched you or reminded you of someone in your family, leave it here in the comments. Share your experience, because when you comment, you not only help others reflect on what they consume, but you also strengthen this channel, which exists precisely to open the eyes of those who need it. Take advantage and leave your like, because that helps this video reach further to more people who may still be being deceived without knowing it. And if you care about your health or that of a loved one over 60, subscribe to the channel now. That way you won't miss any content like this. Your participation here is what makes it all worthwhile. Now that we understand the hidden danger behind these healthy foods, it's time to discover why hidden sugar is even more treacherous in old age. As we age, our bodies change. What was once easily absorbed now requires more effort. And this is especially true when it comes to sugar. At 60, 65, or 70, our metabolism no longer works as fast as it once did. Insulin sensitivity increases, and glucose spikes, which previously went almost unnoticed, begin to leave deeper scars. The problem is that many of these spikes are being caused not by obvious sweets, but by foods masquerading as healthy. You know that turkey breast you by thinking you're making a good choice? And that zero-fat yogurt that seems light and functional? Well, they can be loaded with substances like corn syrup, maltodextrin, concentrated fructose, and other names no one mentions in everyday life. These are ingredients that the body recognizes as sugar, even when the label tries to convince you otherwise. And the scariest thing is that behind this false appearance of health, there's a hidden truth. This hidden sugar is overloading your pancreas, impairing its natural insulin production, and silently accelerating a process that can lead to prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, and even low-grade inflammation that weakens your system as a whole. This is a part of the journey of few people. Talk about nutrition in old age is no longer a matter of aesthetics, it's a matter of survival. It's the fine line between quality of life and a diagnosis that could have been prevented. And while many people still base their decisions on packaging, marketing, the real impact of these ingredients accumulates day after day, meal after meal. It's not about cutting everything out, nor living in fear. It's about making conscious choices. It's understanding what's really behind what we put on our plates. Now, I want to delve even deeper into this topic, because the list of seemingly harmless foods but actually sabotaging your health is longer than it seems. And some of them might be sitting in your fridge right now. Comment below. I'm on this journey too. It's just so I know that we are together in this search for more truth and more health. It's curious how the biggest threats to our health are often silent. Unlike acute pain or a clear symptom that forces us to seek help, hidden sugar acts slowly, as if it were unintentional. And the most dangerous thing is precisely this: the lack of immediate warning signs. You wake up feeling well, do your chores, have that coffee with healthy food, have a quick lunch, a light dinner, and seemingly everything is fine. But inside, your pancreas is being overworked. With each intake of food with hidden sugar, It needs to produce more insulin to cope. And this wouldn't be a problem if it were a one-off. The problem is that it happens again, every day, with almost every meal. And over time, this overload creates invisible wear and tear until it begins to fail. That's where insulin resistance, the body begins to no longer respond as well to what the pancreas produces. Sugar stays in the blood longer. You feel more tired, hungrier, and have more difficulty losing weight, even when eating right. And before you know it, you're already on the verge of prediabetes, or even formally diagnosed. It's a hard revelation, but necessary. Many older adults only discover they have diabetes when the problem has already set in. It's not due to carelessness. It's due to over-reliance on choices that seem correct, but were designed to sell not to care. This is a transformation of mind. It needs to happen, because the impact isn't just on the blood. Insulin resistance opens the door to silent inflammation, which affects the heart, kidneys, vision, and even memory. It all starts with small decisions, like a healthy snack mid-afternoon or a sweetened yogurt that seems light. Therefore, understanding the behind-the-scenes of what you consume is more than just information. It's a way to protect yourself. To stay strong on this journey toward greater health and independence, I want to delve even deeper into this topic, because it's time to reveal which foods most sabotage the health of older adults, even though they may seem harmless. Comment below. That makes sense to me. Now that we understand the damage hidden sugar can cause, it's time to open our eyes to something even more frustrating. Many of the foods you put in your home believing they're healthy, are actually sabotaging you, and it's not your fault. The hidden truth lies behind the scenes in the food industry, which invests heavily in pretty labels. It's comforting words and packaging that conveys the idea of health. Terms like light, zero, fat, rich, in fiber, source of vitamins, all of these were strategically designed to build trust. But when you turn over the packaging and read the ingredients, you discover a completely different world. You know that cereal bar you eat thinking you're taking care of your body? Many of them have more sugar than a regular candy. And what about juices in cartons? Even the ones that promise to be 100% fruit? They contain concentrated fructose, which in excess has practically the same impact as regular sucrose. Flavored yogurts, on the other hand, seem light, but many are bombs in disguise, full of syrups and stabilizers. And what's more, frozen fitness. Meals, which promise convenience and balance, are often full of flavor enhancers, hidden sugars, and preservatives that fool even those already accustomed to reading labels. Even plant-based milks like almond or oat are on the list. Just a small dose of natural sweetener or organic sugar can turn into a problem disguised as a solution. This is the part of the journey where many people become disappointed. After all, you trust, invest money, change habits, and still things don't seem to improve. But this transformation only truly begins when we understand that health isn't just about what people say is healthy. It's about learning to question, observe, and be suspicious. Because in the end, what determines the results you reap isn't just the food itself, but the mindset with which you make your choices. Now, I want to continue along these lines and offer practical solutions. Because yes, it is possible to circumvent these saboteurs. Write in the comments, I want more clarity in my choices. After so much revealing information, you might be thinking, okay, but what can I do with all this now? And that's where the most important part of this journey comes in, because yes, there is a path, and it starts with small steps, conscious decisions, that in the long run make all the difference. It's not about cutting everything out at once, nor about blaming yourself for what happened. True transformation comes from information combined with attitude. And one of the first steps is developing the habit of noticing the details that were always there but previously went unnoticed. Reading labels, for example, is like going behind the scenes of the industry. Hidden there are valuable clues ingredients that end in O's like glucose, fructose, sucrose, additives with strange names, and empty promises that only serve to camouflage excess sugar and other traps. By learning to interpret these packages, you change your food mentality, and over time, You realize that the foundation of your health isn't fad diets, but the simplicity of everyday choices. Eating real food as natural as possible is the best gift you can give your body. Well-seasoned beans, a hard-boiled egg, a piece of fresh fruit. All of these have more nutritional value and positive impact than many expensive products labeled premium. If you can cook at home, even better. Doesn't have to be elaborate. Simple, consciously prepared food has the power to renew your energy, strengthen your immunity, and restore the control that industry has tried to take from you over the years. This process isn't about restriction, but about liberation. It's about understanding that health isn't a final destination, but a path built with attention, care, and knowledge. A journey that begins with the courage to question what you've always been told. Now, I want to delve even deeper into this topic and show you how to identify these pitfalls even more accurately in your daily life. Comment below. I'm ready to make better choices. If you've made it this far, it's because this content resonated with you on some level. And that, to me, already shows how committed you are to your health and making more conscious choices. So if this video helped you see things differently, leave a like. It helps this content reach more people who also need this change. Take advantage and subscribe to the channel, because there are always more videos like this, straight to the point, with practical information for those who want to live better with more clarity and autonomy. And to let me know you stuck with me until the end, comment below. I'm with you until the end now. If you want to continue this conversation and delve even deeper into this topic, there's a video right here that complements everything we talked about today. Click and stay with me there.